morning. Ah, the country is bad, the country is bad. As if when you cry and moan about it, the country will get better. So let us sit down together with one another and let us learn from someone who went on scholarship abroad to go and become a pilot, but ended up pursuing a path of financial empowerment. He is not a non-entity. Ladies and gentlemen, he is not a non-entity. He is a trained pilot who found fortune from something you and I can all do if only we dedicated ourselves to it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, he loves coming here. So please do welcome our one and only Wilfred Asukwo, a former village boy in Nigeria, now an agile coach in the US. Make some noise. Wilfred, how have you been?
Daddy Fizz, it's been a while I showed up on your page.
A while. We've missed you.
Yeah, I know. It looks like 24 hours isn't enough for me anymore. I wish I could extend the hours for a minute. All right. So, first off, I want to appreciate you as ever. You've been an inspiration to so many. Some of us who've been following you back in the days, 2011, 2012. We haven't seen you, but we've been doing things together. So we've watched you grown as well. So the journey is real. And I want to start by saying, guys, if you are evolving over a period of time and you are not able to adapt with the changes that are coming around you, Daddy Freeze used to be analog. Yeah, he used to be analog. The guy quickly gave himself brain. He switched to digital.
Straight up.
Those which sit down and wait and be complaining, it doesn't work like that. So whenever I come up here, I appreciate him so much because, one, he has all it takes to go and work under his mom as a chancellor of a reputable university. That university is actually opposite my school. I was so when they started that. I went to Federal Polytechnic at Ekiti. His father is a medical doctor, so he's a jebo. But instead of him to take the toll of his parents, you know what he did? He pursued his passion and he made fortune out of it.
Amen.
He has shared his story so many times how he was earning 200 or 300,000 naira. But today he became digital. Before you can sit down with Daddy Freeze like this, your 1 million plus will come up for your hand. So that's what the digital age has done for us. So thank you so much for having me on your platform once again, sir.
You are absolutely most welcome in every way or form. Thank you for coming. We enjoy having you around, Wilfred.
Yes. Trust me, you can always come here around and be a source of encouragement and inspiration for others. So like Daddy Freeze rightly said, I'm first a village boy before what you are seeing. I grew up in the village. And my name is Wilfred Asukwo. Don't mind the coach that you see behind him. It is part of the packaging to sell my market and as well as represent what I stand for today. My name is Wilfred Asukwo. I'm an agile coach. I'm also a safe program consultant, a trainer, a mentor. I'm a certified John Maxwell coach. I'm also a public speaker and as well as the founder of a virtual coaching platform called it worldwide. I am currently working as an agile product manager in a software company here in the US, while I do other things that I've mentioned by the side. To so many that may not know, which I want to use this opportunity to thank him, the current Senate President, the number 3 person in Nigeria, His Excellency Senator Godswill Akpabio. He awarded me a full scholarship to come to the US. Now, it wasn't a state program. I actually found my admission, and then I contacted him at 40,000 feet above sea level when he came in on that flight, and he granted me my request to come into the US to train as a pilot. And that was where my story changed. Since then till date. I want to say a very big thank you to him. I appreciate him. I wasn't the only one he reached out to, but yes, I have to really, really thank him so very much. Now, upon the completion of that program, 1, 2, or 3 things happened. I returned back to school to study health informatics. As a child of parents that were teachers, when you hear teachers in the village back in the days, it's not like they were earning a lot of money. Just good enough for them to eat, but not good enough to send you to do whatever you choose to do. And because of those experiences that I went through in life before I left home at 15, there was a saying that now something make crayfish bend.
That situation.
In a situation, I had to leave home very early in life. Now, one thing I have learned at the FRIS is, if you are stuck in a particular place and you are complaining, that's what you have permitted. You can't complain for what you permit. So if I did not leave my village, I will still be there and be complaining and be whining. But I had to leave my village. Now, was it something that my parents were approved of? No. Will I ask anybody at 15 to leave home? No. But if you know that, okay, I'm leaving my parents at this time, this is exactly what I'm going to face, it's not going to be easy. But here am I today. 28 years ago, I did not return. I only went by to stop by to visit, and I will head out. So because of those experiences, that was what led me to setting up Zit Worldwide. I have had through so many experiences, so many trainings that I've gotten, and I decided to be a voice and a synergy to many who are lost, who are confused, who are robbed financially, who have been exploited, especially in my motherland, Nigeria. I offer to bring hope to them, but also coach them and serve as a catalyst and a synergy to supporting this individual. This also has led me to want to make this statement. I have several individuals, several clients right now. A lot of them have been robbed because of falling victims of 30% return of investment as a result of either cryptocurrency, forex, real estate investments. Now, hear me this. Not that there are no legit individuals who are carrying out these activities, but the bad eggs, those that have come in with scamming tendencies, have kind of made this very difficult for people to explore these opportunities. And I'll give you a specific example. I have clients in Nigeria who are victims of real estate investments for 30%. They offer you 30% if you send in money to buy a property for you. I'm sorry to tell you this, that's scam. If you have so much money, up to $100, $150, $200,000 to buy a home in the US, what you need to do is this: walk into the embassy, go on their website, apply for visa, expedited visa. that you're coming in to do business.
That is if you have $100,000 and
That's a lot
above.
of money. That's a lot of money, Daddy Freeze. If you want to buy a home and you have that amount, such a huge amount of money, the US will give you visa, business visa. Because if you have a realtor, somebody who is into that real estate in that state has a license. Simple. You want to go and see a home that you want to pay for. It's as simple as that. The embassy will give you visa. It is very absurd for you to sit down in Nigeria and now transfer a huge sum to people to help you buy a home. At the end of the day, the individual or persons that you are dealing with will not pick up your call. You won't see the 30% return of investment. You will not even see your money. You won't even see your house. Again, as a coach, I am dealing with couple now. Like when I say now, some fell into cryptocurrency, some fell into Forex. Please, guys, the world is hard. To find money is very difficult. If you are sitting now and waiting for 30% return of investment, I'm checking your brain well. That is very, very wrong. Now, some will promise you EB5. If you invest this money, you get EB5. EB5 is broad. That's over 900 and something thousand or 500 and something thousand. The last time I introduced someone to it was 500 and something thousand. You still don't have to pass through somebody. You pass through the embassy. It is in my duty to inform you and share this information with you. If you have this much amount of money, American embassy go to rep you because you are bringing down money to invest in their country. They will deal with you directly and give you support. So those of you that are still falling victims for 30% return of investment and 40%, listen, don't waste your money that way. So
sorry. So are there no 30% plus return on investment deals? Because I hear quite a few 30%, 25% return on investment deals in the US. So you're saying they don't exist?
No, that is true. If I'm investing it by myself,
yeah.
Let's say I have a business now. Okay, let's say this my little hustle, Zit Worldwide. I probably make over 60%. Okay. When I come to your channel and I pay your appearance fees, 1 million, yes. And I make, let's say I make 20 million, you can see the percentage is broad, right?
Yes.
So let somebody wants to come and invest in me. You think I'll give that person 30%? No, you won't. If you are getting into the deal by yourself, like you are the one doing the deal, you can get such amount of percentage. But when you say somebody should bring you money to invest in your hustle, and now you are offering 30% to that person, show me one in New York Stock Exchange. Show me one in Nigerian Stock Exchange, how they are offering that. If you are the one going to invest in New York Stock Exchange, and you are doing options. Option is very risky. That the freeze is highly, but you can make that 30%, 40%. But when you want to lose, you will also lose big time. So
it's not a sure banker.
Yes, it's not a sure banker. So if I'm asking you that the freeze, come and invest in this, and I'm offering you 30%, I am lying. Yes, I am lying. It doesn't exist. So when I see some of my clients who are falling this victim, I always blame them. Like, seriously, why would you just fold your hands down and you think somebody should walk his butt out and come and give you 30%? That's wrong. Some wrong choices to make. So if you want to do it, take that shot by yourself. Go to New York Stock Exchange, pick up an investment, invest, See if you are going to get that 30%. Go and invest on Tesla if you get 30% after every month or at the end of the year if you have 30% return of investment. If your answer is no, I don't think you should want to try that. So this is a very important information I am sharing. When you fall a victim and you reach out to me, I will charge you for my time. And like always, yes, I'll charge you for my time. I have victims line up. Those of you that come into my life, I call you to come into a free session and I will show you victims. Victims. And I want to see this opportunity to save you from that problem. Don't. It's not a right choice to make. Okay. Is that money too much for your hands? If it's too much for your hands, go and save it for your children's school fees in the future. Yes.
Okay, so how do you now build this dream $100,000 plus a year investment? Income portfolio? What do you do? What do you advise people? If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen, double click it so more people can see this video. Go ahead.
Yeah, Daddy Freeze. So now with the advent of internet, which is the best thing that has happened to us as young people, you can sit down anywhere in the world and take a shot at things you can do by yourself. Not the one you will carry money give person. The one you can do by yourself. There are so many diverse opportunities. I mean, let's take a case study of Daddy Freeze. I knew when Daddy Freeze was building his channel. I knew when it was 10,000. I knew when it was 20, 30, started growing. I'm not sure he had plans that when at some point I would spend my midnight to come and be talking to people about their businesses and they will have to pay for his time. I am not kidding. To come and be talking to me on this subject, he has to read. So I had to pay for his time. So he saw the trend that is coming. He built his brand around digital. So you see, some of you are doing digital marketing. Some of you are doing digital content creation. You're making money, right? Good. The same way too, with the suitability of what you want to do as a wife. You have a husband, you have children, and you're not even making enough money. And sometimes, because of the responsibility to take care of your children, there are opportunities around you that you can maximize. Now, let me even fall back to Nigeria. I have a lot of young ones in Nigeria. They make well over 3 million, 4 million sitting in their homes in Nigeria. As a matter of fact, there is one particular one. He has gotten full scholarship to come to the US this year. Full scholarship to Emory. He refused to come. You know why?
They stay these trenches with us. No one come out for trenches.
Daddy Freeze, I swear with my life. His name is Shehu. He's the one that teaches that qualitative analysis.
Hey.
He doesn't want to. He doesn't. In fact, he has even gone ahead to marry. He has that disabled friend. Tell me, am I doing well? I said, if you were not doing well, I wouldn't be talking to you again. Because this is a young man that I was the first person that bought him flight ticket to fly. I know how much I've invested in him. Now, he's in Nigeria. And this young man will be sending dollars to my wife to take me shopping for Christmas.
Hey.
Yes, he's in Nigeria. Now, the same thing I showed him, one of the things I showed him to do is what I am asking you guys. For example, come and learn qualitative analysis. Shemu and Inyolua will teach you. And you will sit in the comfort of your house. You can make up to $1,000. As a matter of fact, your 50,000 naira that you used to learn that class, not a dime comes to me. I don't take a dime from that money. They are my mentees. I groom them. I groomed them since when they were in college. Now, they both met in school, but they started dating on my platform. They just got married. They teach that class.
So they do matchmaking to join all the one way they do.
That is free. If you come community when you see people with like minds, what would you do
You
now?
will marry you now, so that they marry for
you
my
know-
platform too.
Yes. So they told me they were getting married, and both of them were supposed to secure full funded scholarship and come to the US this year. My guy said he's not coming. No. He said he's not coming. That he was definitely just going to settle down in Nigeria. So there are so many opportunities that you can delve into. So and now the oil of the moment now is IT. So me that I studied piloting, how much are they going to pay me as a pilot? It was insignificant compared to the IT space that we are. And the IT space is broad. It's broad. And my thing is this, make good money first before you think of these investments. Some of us are getting into this 30% return of investment because we think it's going to generate, you carry a 1,000, 2,000 and go and throw it into that business and the thing will be lost. But you see, when you start making constant good money, your revenue, your source of income is regular. You can be able to say, I want to make an investment. Your basic psychological needs are what? Food, water, where you sleep. Basic, according to Abraham Maslow. Now, if you cannot surpass that, why are you thinking of investment? So a lot of us are still down there struggling for these things as their basic what to eat. So in the last few years, say 5-6 years, I mean, a non-digital career may only be available one place, and but now it's been everywhere. Everywhere. So it is expedient that you act now, get equipped with digital career so that you can sit in the comfort of your house and make money. No matter your current career path, you learn one IT skill set and it will change your narrative. Learn how to use this IT skill set to earn the 6 figures anywhere in the world. That is, a lot of young people now in Nigeria are gaining internships in the IT space in the US. They will give them visa to come to the US to do internship. Some of you don't know about it. Yes. And when they come, they pay them. Some of them, since they are still in school, yes, now internship, then you can still go back and complete your school. And that will be very, very helpful to your career. So having, gotten back to school, I decided to do several certifications. Ladies and gentlemen, I have 28 certifications in this my big village head.
28.
8 IT certifications.
Now, let me ask you a question, because this has always confused me. You have a degree in what? What is your educational background?
I had a degree in applied chemistry.
So you had a degree in applied chemistry? And then you went to aviation school?
Correct.
Do you need a degree before you get these certifications?
I have a young lad who just got a 6-figure job today. I just coached him for less than 1 month. My neighbor introduced him to me. My neighbor is from Liberia. So he has a Nigerian friend. And that Nigerian friend is a mother. So I stumbled on them. He introduced his son to me. I've only coached that young boy for less than 1 month. He's 21. Guess what he does, Daddy Freeze?
What?
He builds games. You know this game children play online, right?
Yes.
That builds. He learned it from YouTube since when he was young. That young boy has no degree, but he just signed on a 6-figure job today. You don't need a degree as of today to earn this 6-figure in the IT space.
Wow. So all of us spending big money going to university, going to big schools. Are you trying to say that that's not important? It's more important to just get certified?
That is freeze. When I first finished my master's, I thought I was balling. Nobody answered me. Nobody answered me. That is freeze. Let me pin this Freddie LC comment. Freddie LC, my number, my website.
Okay.
So
I can't see it too.
Yes. she will definitely post it again. Freddie Elsie. So when I went to do my master's in healthcare informatics in the US here, I searched for job. Nobody answered me. Nobody answered me. But as soon as I decided to go and do certifications, the first set I did was 7. They would not let my inbox rest. Yes. I got 3 offers at the same time. You see those certifications, there are some of them that they are goons. Sometimes you may not even take those certifications, but you're able to show them on your resume. They will blow your phone off. Like that young boy, he had no certification. We just packaged that resume for him. I said it is today. I was one of his referees. He's just been hired for $120,000 job. He's 21. He lives in one place where they pay $700 because he's a small boy.
Wow. So all those Nigerians and our parents that keep telling us, go to school, it is what will make you rich.
That's back in the days. I have several of my mentees or clients. They don't have degree. They confide in me. They are in that same 6-figure job. They don't have a degree, but they are in that corporate space. The problem is a lot of people don't want to study. They don't want to put in the work. I just told you, I studied applied chemistry. I came from the village. I have HND. I don't even have what it takes to talk to you on a good day that is free. That was low. But when you put in the work, you can just face with Daddy Freeze. Yes. When you put in the work, polish your head, package yourself, and you go just face with Daddy Freeze. Forget that Daddy Freeze not your book. You go just face with it. That's it. It's not a function of if I'm a village boy or not. Yes, I am, but those certifications will stand you out. What was my first job? My first job was a business and a data analyst. I did SQL. There's something called SQL. I wish I could be teaching it, but it takes too long to teach. Time consuming. I did SQL. I did the foundation, and I did the associate level, which is Oracle SQL. It allows you to manage data, large data sets. You query from the database. I had to do Scrum Master, Product Owner. I had to do Power BI. I did something called Lean Six Sigma that allows you to optimize processes. As soon as I finished, I revamped my resume. I had hired a coach, an Indian coach, who walked me through these things on how to show them on my resume. Ladies and gentlemen, they were blowing my phone off. They were blowing my phone off. And I landed my very first job as a business and data analyst. And I started building up on that. So at some point, you can't be like, say that the money where they pay me, you don't reach me. My first paid job was 122. So I needed more money. So I discovered that data people, though they like pay them plenty money. But if I become an agile coach, product manager, release train engineer, I was definitely going to make more money. That was how I started training to become that agile coach. So today, I can work as a business analyst, as a product manager, product owner, Scrum Master. I don't like to work as a Scrum Master. I'm sorry to say that. Because as a Scrum Master, I always say leave it for the women. Because Scrum Master, you basically don't do anything. Especially when you work in a very mature team, agile team. Allow our mothers who are mothers and also wives to do that Scrum Master and be catering for the kids and the house. Because it's not like you're writing user stories. It's not as if you are creating visions or roadmap, you know what I mean, for the team or for the project. You are literally facilitating 5 meetings and make sure people are not fighting and they are not struggling. But when you are a product manager like me, or you are like a product owner or an agile coach, yes, you are going to work. You are going to work. So that was how I decided to become an agile coach so I can teach all these certifications. So there is one they call SAFE Scale Agile Framework Enterprise. So what that means is that enterprises, organizations, government entities, when they are scaling, they will need this framework to manage all their IT projects. So you can absolutely be a resource for this organization. But let's say you are working for small companies that are below 50. You are just going to use basic Scrum. That's where some people will choose to do Scrum Alliance, or they will choose to do Scrum.org. But those bigger companies will ask you for Scale Agile Framework called SAFE. And some people will say it's very hard. Yes, that's the one I do. So
why do you choose the harder one? Don't you like Soft Life?
The harder it becomes, the more money you make. Yes, because when you say you're an agile coach, so what happens is you are coaching product owner, product manager, release train engineer, lean portfolio. You are an enterprise coach. They come to you for everything. That's why you ask for 180,000, 200,000 to be in that shoes. But if you are just a Scrum Master, now one small 120,000 they go pay you. That was when I was
small $120,000. That you call that small?
Yes.
Are you okay, Wilfred?
Yes.
What nonsense. That is life-changing money in Nigeria.
That's when you are just you, your wife, and one child. Yes, you, your wife, and one child.
What about a project manager? Because a lot of people are asking, what does it take to make this money?
Okay, so project manager is similar to an agile coach or a scrum master. Similar. And the difference is that as a project manager, you are working in the old traditional way of managing a project, which is waterfall. It's called waterfall. But agile came in to replace that because it's flexible. However, many companies are still using waterfall, so project managers are still very relevant. But you see, agile coach is one position that you manage other subtitles like Scrum Master, Product Owner, Release Train Engineer. So you have more work to do, and then you will be controlling several teams. That's why you have more money on that position. But project managers, it's very good. I will encourage my enemies to take project manager. Product designer, I mean, you do UI UX. Of course, it's quite very good. You don't need certification for that. I have them in my teams currently. So the problem now is a lot of them would have taken these certifications that they freeze. Taking these certifications is not a problem, but monetizing it is the work. Monetizing it is the work. Some of them, after they've applied to 1, 2, 3 jobs, they don't get called. They get discouraged. Now, even when your mommy carried you inside her belly, it wasn't easy. She didn't just get pregnant for you today and she pops you out tomorrow. She went through a process for 9 months. And even when the water broke, she went through a process to dilate.
Several hours, yeah.
But the attitude we bring to this space, after you get the certification, you feel entitled to get the job the following day. It doesn't work like that, my people. It doesn't work like that. I beg of you, it doesn't work like that. So it is very important and very imperative you have this understanding that it will never and can never work like that. You have to be able to optimize your resume, tailor your resume. Each time you are applying for that job, there is a trick around it. There is a trick around it. How about your job portals? How are you managing your job portals? Are they well? Now, when you are called for an interview, possibly the job recruiter would want to screen you if you are a fit for that role. They ask you basic questions. Tell me about yourself. Some of us, our response would not take you to see the hiring manager. Some of you may not be able to respond professionally. They will ask you questions like, what is your current situation? Are you in between jobs? Or why are you seeking for a change of job? Some of us, we even put that we are looking for a job. You don't do that. We know you are looking for a job, but you don't tell a recruiter that you are looking for a job, because they will look at it and you have not been busy since. So your resume must always show that you are in the job. So if you show them that you are not working, apparently you are out of skills. It's just nonsense. Don't get me wrong. Some people may be blessed that it happens, but it's very rare. Because you know why? Currently, you have a lot of people that have been sacked from work, people that have been working with Google, Facebook, they have years of experience. You are competing with the booms, and then you are coming to tell them that you are not in the job. There's nothing dumb about that. So that could militate against you being called to. Some of you are using one-page resume. It is very unprofessional to use one-page resume to apply for this job. One-page resume to apply for such a job. Your resume should be minimum, maximum even 2 pages. It should be well formatted, well optimized. Now, another thing I need you guys to know about your resume is this. When you create your resume must tell a story. I'll give you an example. You want to apply for a position of a business analyst. Yes, you worked in the food industries in Nigeria, or you've been working in engineering field over the years. If you are telling your story of your job history based off where you actually work, and they don't align with business analysis, nobody's going to call you. I'm sorry to tell you that. Nobody's going to call you. Yes, nobody is going to call you. So it is very imperative that you tell a story with your resume. That's why this is what I do. I coach, I mentor, I train. This coming Saturday, I'm going to be teaching for free. Product owner, product manager, safe product owner and product manager for free. I'm not asking you
for
to pay.
free, Nigerians and abroadarians.
16 hours. Next weekend, this is my birthday. My birthday is on the 2nd. As a token of my love to my community, I'll teach Safe Scrum Master for free. I'm going to put the link. I'm going to put my number for free. Come to class for free. If it's something you want to gain the certification, okay, good. I don't own the certification, then you will have to pay for it. Yes, as a courtesy, I will give a huge discount. So you go under events on my website.
What's the website so I can pin it?
I am typing it, sir. Under events, and then you register. And if you choose to call me, or just send me WhatsApp message, and then you can get on board these classes. Now, like I said, aside taking these classes, that is just part 1. Don't expect after you take the class today, you write the certification, you pass. The next thing, you think you should be hired tomorrow. No, it takes a process. You have to study. That is free. I am posting it. It's right there. You have to study.
Pinned.
You have to study. I emphasize, there is no magic. You have to study. Remember when you went to college? Those of you that went to college, you didn't just go to college today and you graduate tomorrow. You went to college, you took classes, you wrote exams, you did a lot of stuff. And then before you finally graduated. So the same thing, you might not have to spend so long a time. Like the young boy I just said, he got a job today. I started coaching him last month on the 26th. Tomorrow will make it exactly 1 month. You know why? He has a listening ears and he put to practice all the things I showed him and I shared with him. I am currently teaching a business analysis class. It runs for 20 days. And I like to tell you guys this. If you are applying for Scrum Master job, product owner or product manager, release train engineer, and business analysis, they are all in one family. So your resume can tell a story about this on your job experiences. If you said study no before Yale, then you do. That means you are telling yourself that you don't want to make some good money and have some time for your family. You must put in the time. Chichi, you have concluded it. You must put in the time. So my business analysis is also, it's a coaching opportunity from me. If you come to my business analysis class, it's a boot camp. You see that it's one class that a lot of people do not know that business analysis, the people that created it for a purpose. Companies are using this to scale. So you can also use it to scale as individuals. I use business analysis, scale agile framework as the baseline for my coaching. Because what I know is if you have the basic skills of business analysis, it's going to be very difficult for you to fail. And I'm going to mention a couple of them. Brainstorming, decision analysis, decision-making skill, mind mapping, persona, conceptual thinking, contextual thinking. Listen, you can't have these skills and your life will remain the same. And that's why companies will pay you 120, 130 to work as a business analyst. So imagine if you are a business analyst for yourself, and you will be scaling. So 20 days of my class, you will be fine. Now, currently, about 9 of my clients are moving to the US on full scholarship. I also spend a lot of my time to groom young people who are ready to put in the work.
Not lazy ones.
$500 and say, Fred, coach me. I want to gain scholarship. No. If you know you are ready to put in the work, when I mean work, and I'm going to enumerate some of them. So if you are looking for full scholarship in North America, 2-1, 2-2, HND, name them. First thing, you must determine which session you want to come. Is it fall or is it spring? Or is it spring? So whatever it is that you want to explore, determine that first. Then when you finish, seek for academic resume. There's a difference between academic resume. Yeah, somebody said AWS. Of course, AWS all the way. I have them in my team. They pay them, bastard money. If you are doing AWS, of course, you are a DevOps engineer. Those are the ones that the pipeline. Those are the ones that create those containers, that manages what the software is doing, what the application is doing. Please don't hesitate if you can get into AWS. Please do. I would not discourage you to go to anyone you want, including cybersecurity, but there's a caveat. If you want to do cybersecurity, please make sure you are the citizen in that country, because you are telling them that you want to be brought into their security territory. So they want you to be a citizen, and in the US, they will do what is called secret clearance or top secret clearance on you. Yes. Well, style hustle, I agree with you. They don't really pay much when you start, but later, if you now grow on it, they're going to pay you some good money. So those of you that want to do cybersecurity, please, I will encourage you to do. How about data scientists? If you know using Python, if you do know you are using machine learning, if you know you are using Anaconda, yes.
Which one is Python? Which one is Anaconda? Oh?
Yes, they are all stack technology stack languages they use for several stuff that is several stuff. Several. So when you hear data science, it's different from data analysis. So data science has to do with the data engineering. So you see, like, I have a client who is a consultant with MTN. He's in Nigeria. He does big data. When you hear big data, those are the ones that are doing data science. That guy has about 28 staff working for him. He's a consultant. He's a Nigerian. He is very good. As a matter of fact, he does hire some of my students for internship working for him in Nigeria. So if you can use some of those, technology stack program languages, you are good to go. All right. So let me go back to securing graduate scholarship in North America. So those of you that want to JAPA, some of you have first class, some of you have 2-1, some of you have 2-2. But see what you are doing to yourself. You have these resources and you are still complaining. If you sit your butt down and process these scholarship processes, I just want to explain to you. Just grab your pen and write them down. You don't need to talk to me. You don't need to talk to me. 1, academic resume. It has to sell you. Sell yourself with your academic resume. Academic resume is different from career resume. Number 2, your transcript. Some of you have masters, you have bachelors. Some of you went to some schools that are not very well known. Please move your transcript to WES, World Education Service. Now, scholarships in North America, specifically Canada, US. I don't do normal admission. I do scholarship alone. Because with scholarship, you will not be telling me about statement of account to go and collect your visa. I don't want to get involved with that. Just go to your embassy and pick up your visa. Then number 3, you may need to write the standard test. It could be GRE, it could be TOEFL, it could be GMAT. But a lot of schools don't require it. Like some of you listening to me, you have a first class, you have a 2-1. You don't need those tests. Number 4, you need to reference people that can give you strong references. You don't want to find someone that will give you 2 lines of reference. No, you need a professor who will sit down and crop better English for you. That when the graduate school committee will read through it, their belly will be sweet. That's what you need. Then number 5, you begin to draft your general SOP, statement of purpose and keep. So that by the time the window of admission will open, you begin to see the requirements of that SOP and you begin to tailor it towards that. Then the final thing you want to do is this. When you start to search for schools, you can be sending what is called cold emails. It's like sending love letter to somebody you don't know. So there is how you crop it. There's how you call that letter. That's where we come in as a coach to show you, give you templates, and you send them out. These professors will respond to you. Some of them will call you for interviews. When a professor calls you for interviews and then falls in love with you, that's it though. You don't need girlfriend again. Now that professor will coach you till they will carry you enter there. Yes. A lot of my mentees, a lot of my clients, that is what they do. So you have a lot of resources in your hands. You have first class. You have 2-1. You have 2-2. You have HND. I have an HND that landed yesterday. It's in Georgia. Please, these resources, they are in your use them and scale. You don't have to worry and bother your parents again. They don't finish with you. Stop bothering those your parents. Go and make use of the one they don't send you. Now, you don't need no godfather for these things. That is if I go to the US at about $40,000-$50,000. So I started plotting the game. So one of the first things I had to do was, listen, I've always been a strategist, a business analyst. The fact that I had to plot how to track Akpabio down. I had to pinpoint 3 people. Akpabio, the then Minister of Niger Delta, who was from my state, and then the senator from my constituency. I used to see them on the aircraft. So I had to plot on how to track them down. I had to put some machineries to work to track them for me. And exactly how it worked. The day I met that minister and the day I met Akpabio, I was not supposed to be on the flight at all. They called me that they are coming. I spent money to track them. You guys, some of you that you make money, you think you must eat. Only you. No, you use money to find money. Just like you come to talk to Danny Freeze, you don't want to water ground. He has built the platform. You think you should come and talk to you for free. This is about 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in Nigeria. He should come and talk to you for free. You don't also want to pay him? No.
Don't mind them.
You have to pay. So I paid to track these people. I thought I just tell the friend. I said I did at the show. I show up. I wear my uniform. I got on board. That minister, I don't want to call him name. He gave me 3 million. The money no complete.
Hey.
So I came back. I told them money no complete. I settled the ground. For some reason that it wasn't up to 2-3 weeks. When my governor was coming on that flight again, they called me that my governor was coming. I rehearsed my lines.
Hey. Wilfred Baba, actor.
I rehearsed it for you in my dialect. It's how I rehearse. I said, you know when the plane takes off, so at 10,000 feet, it begins to, and then climb. I waited at 40,000 feet. I woke up from the back. I went to the business class. I said, Your Excellency, Mekomo, I'm in the evening song. And Your Excellency, Mbani Kenjem Dofuma, Seattle, Ubume Yo, me bed walk in your listening song. So we are back to winning. We are back into year. Now the man asked me. So when you can't hear I mean, I name for yes, Your Excellency. So when maybe pant in name for Rumbo, modest negative for
it is sweet.
I said, Your Excellency, I greet you. I'm the son of the soil where that airport is being situated. I'm honored to work here. However, I think about the fact that I'm being paid the 10% of what they pay people that fly this aircraft. And I can also fly it if I'm given the opportunity. However, if this plane should fall off the sky any day, some of us would die as rich men and some would die as poor men. So he asked me, so you also want to die as a rich man? I said, absolutely, Your Excellency. So he now asked me, have you gotten the admission? Yes, Your Excellency. The guy minuted on it immediately. Yes, he approved it. He gave it to the secretary. He said he should process it and let me get out of the country. He did not only give me the school fees, he also gave me $20,000 for upkeep. $70,000.
So, where you are today is God's will, Akpabio, that made you.
Yes, that made me, yes. Yes. Yes.
And you, how many people have you made? How many people have you trained so far that are now working and earning money?
Plenty. In the US, we're going to have over 40 mentees that are brought to this country on full scholarship. I'm not kidding. My wife is here. I said 2 of them. She, you know what, Joseph, they sent her money last year, almost $600 to take me shopping. I didn't even know. And they are in Nigeria. One of them is in Nigeria. Yes.
Can you see? Can you see what happens when you raise somebody? You are raising a crowd.
Yes.
All these people today, because he raised you, you have raised them.
That's why I teach free classes. Those are some of the reasons why you see me. For so much that I have learned over the years, I offer to give back by teaching those free classes. There are people that come to my class, they did not understand, because I can literally teach all these classes in vernacular, in pidgin English. They know, those people that come to my class, they know. Some of them took the class, they did not understand, but by virtue of coming to my class, the way I'm going to break it down, they will never forget. Some of them will come there for refresher. Some of them, after the class, I will spend another 2 hours to coach them on how to fix their resume. I will even use their resume in the class, optimize their LinkedIn, and do that stuff for them for free. But when it comes to these kids that are getting scholarship, I've been doing it I've been in the US for 14, 15 years now. Well over 12 years. They fool America.
You see, there are many lessons to learn today, guys. This young man told you his story of how he left the village at 15 and came to do houseboy work in Lagos. Many of those that I was doing houseboy work with are still doing the houseboy work till today. Some of you don't understand that where you are is a stepping stone for where you are going. Don't stand on your stepping stone. Can you repeat that after me? Don't stand on your stepping stone. Because the stepping stone is built not to carry your weight for long, it's built to carry your weight temporarily. You are stepping to another dimension. The dimension is where you are going. The stone is what will hold you briefly. They buy land for bush part. You never hear this thing before. You don't ever see bush part where person buy bush part. Now land you go buy. Bush part na the road in between two people's land. They buy bush part. So he also used that as an opportunity to better himself. He went to school. Some of you go to school and it ends there. The next thing, find work, give 2 women belle or give 1 woman belle 6 times. You don't turn another stepping stone to land. He went and tried to get into aviation. Started from the bottom. He was collecting 50K as gift. Some of you go don't turn that cabin crew where supposed to be another stepping stone. You don't turn them to your destiny.
You got it.
You don't know say they know they do cabin crew for 50. You don't say you have to be handsome. You don't see person where they do cabin crew with big belly. You don't see gray hair person where they do cabin crew. There are girls, the yansh go come out like this, they go like this, go package give you. You know if you package that package at 45.
Please hold on. So there is somebody here that I just saw my wife back at Auntie Bankerway. I want to talk about her. Auntie Bankerway was my senior in college. So she reached out to me here that she came into the States. Her husband was also in school with us. They were dating at the time. Auntie Bankerway. That is, she was my senior, like senior in Federal Polyado. Her husband was the founder of the non-profit organizational club that I belong to, Seat of Africa. So I was surprised when she reached out to me in the US here. She's listening to me, she's here. So she took a training. She paid a lot of money to take a training to get into this IT space. And she did not get value for that training. I said, don't worry, Auntie, I'll take care of you. She's working I took her she's here, from scratch till I got there. She got a job. She's here. I just saw someone tagging her. She can relate to. I did not take a dime from her. So again, like you rightly explained, I'll take you back to what you just said. Most of those opportunities, a lot of people listening to me, they had it too, but they blew it up.
Let me ask you a question. A lot of people are saying, cabin crew na career. I'm not saying cabin crew is a bad career.
It's a temporary career.
How much do they pay cabin crew now in Nigeria?
So when we started, my basic was 60,000. After taxes, it will be like 56 or 57. But for every 1 hour that you spend in the air, they will pay you 1,250 naira. So you are not supposed to fly more than 100 hours in a month. So if you add that to your money, but we used to overpass that anyways. Somebody's asking me, Fred, why did you switch from being a pilot to a
Don't worry, we will get there. I'm still going. I want you to finish this. So now, at the end of the day, to come to like how much a month?
250 now, 300,000.
So let's say now, with the inflation and everything, how much do you think they are earning now a month?
That's what I'm saying, like between 200 to 280,000.
Today. So if you were doing that same work, will you be able to afford to come on my live?
No, I can't.
Let me tell you something about Wilfred. Wilfred, they pay me 1 month in advance. Now me go they look for him. I give him date. I don't forget the date where I give him. Now I ain't go come they remind me like 1 month later say, which date are we doing this thing again? Is it 24th, 25th? I go show you my chart. There was one day I say Ada, I don't enter trouble. Wilfred, I give her a date. I don't remember the date again. Baba, if money they hungry you know go give today, sir. We can't even agree. So come, what's the time we are coming again live? Baba, if he was doing cabin crew, the best thing we go do be say, you see that the freeze for flight, he'll give me extra food. I appreciate all cabin crew. I love them. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Anytime I fly, they go package small cake, package something from the flight. Come give me say Daddy Freeze fly the aeroplane. Big shout out to all the cabin crew at Air Peace, Arik, all of you guys. But you see, we are talking about a cabin crew who wanted to be a pilot, a nurse who wanted to be a doctor, a teacher who wanted to be a professor, a bus conductor who wanted to own his own bus. That is growth. You see, and until you are able to push yourself into that capsule, you will continue living on handouts. People are where they are today. I can tell you for free, there are people who walked into my life tangentially and changed the course of my destiny. Working with them, getting to become better at something. And this guy here, Wilfred, is here today. He's having a free class on his birthday. You don't have to pay. I always tell everybody that comes to my life, I always add disclaimers so that nobody come and lock my trouser. Any money you spend when you Daddy Freeze is not liable for any money you spend. You are not liable for the money I spend. Don't come and lock my shirt for the money you spend. But if you don't spend that money, if he did not spend that money buying food and having to walk home, he will not be where he is today. If he did not spend money arranging himself to be on the flight with the right person, he will not be where he is today. So if you like, sit down at home and not be ready. You see, how many times has he spent his money and lost it until he finally got what he was looking for? A lot of people want to come and summon Daddy Freeze, assure me that I will make money. Am I assured that I will make money? The heart that is beating in your chest, can you assure which day to stop beating?
Daddy Freeze, you don't know how many times I text and they come. I was busy doing my homework. Yes, because if I come to pay you 1 million, I better know what I am doing.
You better know what you are doing. And there is nobody that pays 1 million to come to my live unless you don't know what you are selling and does not get 20 million value back.
Yes, I listen, guys. I'm not trying. You didn't pay me to tell you this. Those of you that know me, you know I don't know how to sugarcoat things. When I pay Daddy Freeze, I don't like to call those numbers. I sent him the numbers. when I pay that Freeze that money, I come to his life. The only thing is, I will walk. Daddy Freeze, I will have to walk. I used to teach 9 classes. And those classes will run. Okay, after I come to your life now, that class will be filled up like 200 people will be in class for free. And the value of what they will get, they will willingly say they want the certification. I will not ask them. Now then go say they want. So imagine you have 200 people in the class, and at the end of the class, let me say averagely 500. 30 people will pay $500. How much is that?
That's $15,000.
$1,000. Now, out of that 30 people, or out of that 200, 10 people will still pay me $1,000 for coaching each. How much is that?
That's total of 25,000 now.
Just leave it there. Let the rest talk for itself. And that's for one class. And I would have taught 9 classes for that particular month. I can't now because I go to work. So you can't come to Daddy Freeze channel, and I've said this before, from the business perspective as an analyst. His audience, they have a long attention span. Your audience got a long attention span. There are other celebrities that has more followers than you do. One, his audience, organic. His audience, see, 500 people are still listening to me. You see people come to his life, almost 1,000. Now talk, don't say they play music. They listen for long. That is what is inside his audience. So when you come and you're not able to market or sell what you are carrying, you can't make the money. That's why even those ones that are not even having good product to sell, but they have sweet mouths, they will still make money.
Hey.
Yes, so whoever wants to come and use Daddy Freeze channel to market his or her product, you are not losing out. Daddy Freeze channel make me have clients from 57 countries. 57 countries. He doesn't have no complaint from anybody that, oh, Fred did this, Fred did that.
Funny enough, of every single person that I have brought on my live, Fred has the least complaints. Fred and Zeno, now them get the least complaints. I think one person each, and it was sorted. I have some people that I've brought to my live. Once I open email, they mention their name, I could just begin to put hand for head, say, I don't see down. Now because Baba, that's why one day, let me tell you one story. One day, now waiting save me be that too. I just tell person, say, and they always tell people, you spend your money at your own risk. Daddy Freeze is not liable for any money you spend. If you decide to buy a product, attend the class, join a crypto investment platform, buy into real estate that you meet on Daddy Freeze Live, you spend your money at your own risk, because people are if you spend that money and you make the profit, you'll not come and knock my door and say Daddy Freeze. I mean, the only person that's ever done that is this Wilfred. Wilfred now the only person way go pay for my class, for my session, come go hammer. Can't send me 50K, say Daddy Freeze. I just want dash with this 50K because my body sweets me. I think one other person too does it. Let me also be honest. One other person too does, but I'll not mention that particular person here. That person too will just wake up one day and just be happy and just send something. I have to also give him credit for it.
Unto say 1 million generates. You know that time? I suppose come pay homage. In fact, even before then, just appearing on your channel there, not to come and talk about stuff. You just bring me in and I talk. After I come out, if I don't make, I will make $5,000. Yes, now I have to come back and pay people.
Yes, now. So at the end of the day, guys, tap into this opportunity. He is an opportunist in a good way. He got to where he got today by grabbing every available opportunity. I say this all the time. Some of you are poor because you cannot pay attention. You cannot afford to pay attention. That's why you are poor. You can afford to buy a car. You can afford to rent or own a house. But because you can't afford to pay attention, you are poor. Sometimes all you need to do is listen. Sometimes all you need to do is check out, like he has said, his website is www.zeedworldwide.com. Zeed is spelled Z-E-E-D. World, W-O-R-L-D, wide.com. If you're watching on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook, go to www.zeedworldwide.com. Under events, register. Just do that right now. A lot of people have been listening to us and wondering, okay, this Wilfred Asukwo, this village boy that became a pilot, became a cabin crew, from cabin crew became a pilot, from pilot became a coach and mentor. How do I fashion my life? There's some of you in Nigeria today not realizing that you can rise above the fuel price.
Yeah.
Some of you don't realize that you can rise above the high cost of living. But you cannot do it by buying land on stepping stones. I'm going to preach this as a sermon. Don't buy land on stepping stones. Stepping stones, it might be land for somebody else, but for you it is a stepping stone. It's just like you going to secondary school and refusing to leave secondary school.
Someone said at this point, you don't need to work for anybody. You just work for yourself. Well, I'll tell you guys, after I came to that retreat the first time to have this session, I did not work for anybody. I did not. Every 2 months, I'll come to that retreat. Every 2 months, I'll come to that retreat for well over 1 year. I did. That retreat knows now. I don't. I did not. You see his channel. I'm preaching 1 million times. I have never seen it before. I have not seen it personally before. But this is channel with your 1 million. If you know what you are doing, I don't mean selling products that hurt people. Selling real good products and services. You will not want to work for somebody because the client will break your phone. I am not kidding you guys. I couldn't work for anybody. As I'm coming to this live today, as that issue that I was contemplating, how am I going to manage? I'm going to work tomorrow morning. I have a class. When I finish this live, now I have a class to teach. Yes. It was this last session I did in January. I am still chopping the ripple of that class, appearance I did in January. Yes.
Now, sorry, Wilfred, let me tell you something. I'm cutting you now because this is very important. You cannot come to my live unprepared. Wilfred comes prepared. Prepared. You come to lecture. You need, people are going to listen to you. You cannot just come and not be able to gather yourself together. You have to be able to gather yourself together. Sometimes people are going to bash you. Sometimes people are going to come and call you. Me, we get the channel. They know they cost me. And let me tell you something. A lot of people ask, why do I block so many people? I block people because there are some people who have no business here. I want a community of people who can think, people who are polite, people who can buy and sell. Do you know how many people, just by being in my comment section, have met future husbands, have met future toasters, have met future business partners, have met future wives? They don't even come live. They just inside the comment section. Sometimes the comment section is a live session on its own. Now me they lock them sometimes because they distract them. So when you come to my live, Daddy Free is not a magician. No. Every single person that has come again has gained value. Forget the phone. They'll come and tell you that they spend their money on Daddy Free. Whatever they spend, multiply by 20 is what they make.
Don't worry about those ones. Someone said if you are making money on your own, why did you go back to working for somebody? Sweetheart, I had to go back there. I had to. In fact, I had to explain it to Daddy Freeze. Daddy Freeze had to feel for me. It's not something I can open my mouth and say it. You think I bleed, I lose money. You see this, now I'm coming to this life. Ideally, I was supposed to have 9 classes from now till the next 30 days. I have only put up 4 classes that they face. I can't put 9 because I'm going to work. You know how much I'm losing? Yes. You know I explained this to you.
Yes, he has sat down and explained it to me.
Yes, it's not something I can. You think I don't love money? Jesus. You think I don't love money? Not after I have discovered that when I come to the free channel, I will be born. Oh, you guys don't understand. You see, the classes I teach is internationally used. Those certification classes is internationally acceptable. And I will give it to you on the giveaway price of $500, for example. $500. If you go on the internet and search, you won't see it. Yes. So if 200 people come to my class and they pay $500 for it, now me still game. Yes. And then you will enjoy the class very well because it's a coaching class at the same time. So at the end of the day, it paid me off to rather come to Daddy Freeze and sit down and teach, coach, and mentor. But now something make crayfish there, we have to push back again and adjust. I said, okay, let's go back and pick up. And another thing I want to say to you guys is, as I've gone back to work now, there are different tools that I've got to learn. Yes, those tools, there was no way I was going to learn them sitting at home. They add to my well of knowledge and well of experiences. So it also enhances my ability to communicate in real time to my audience while I'm teaching these certification classes. Yes. Guys, again, I am really, really grateful to this man sitting in front of me. Whoever gives him this concept to build this brand, there are not so many celebrity platforms like this in Nigeria where they can sit down and hold this. It's not easy to sit down with me to talk in this space. It's not easy. You better know what you're talking about. But you can see him engaging me very well. It takes a lot. So when he decided to use his platform as an intellectual environment to educate and enlighten people, bring people to come and share thoughts on different subjects, I don't know where he got that creativity from. That was awesome. So when they brought this live coming in on social media and he tapped into it, that is what we are telling you to do. Build your IQ, increase your capacity up here. And the things you need to do, not far-fetched, brainstorming, analytical thinking, critical thinking, conceptual thinking, system thinking, contextual thinking, problem-solving skills, solution working skills, problem-solving skills, very important. When you have small thing like this, it sinks you. That is why a lot of us are still where we are today. So again, if you ever see him come live and you have a chance to listen to him, he might not be right all the time. You may not agree with him all the time, but trust me, he is a voice to listen to. You may not like him. You may not admire what he does, or you may not like. You guys know I don't know how to praise people or tell you what you are not or what you don't have. If I have to tell you the truth, I will tell you the truth, and it doesn't change anything. So he has created this platform to enable us to be able to impact others positively. That is nothing hates me when people call me motivational speaker. I'm not. I work. I know motivational speaking is an industry, but I work. I go to work. If I'm not, I'm teaching. I'm teaching a class. You know what it means? And I'll tell you, sometimes when I'm teaching a class, because of this thing, my professor that lectured me in Federal Poly Ado came to my class. That was the highlight of my hustle last year. And he paid me to coach him. He lives in Texas. I just told you that my senior colleague, Auntie Bankawe, her husband was a mom for what I was doing in school. I had to coach. Imagine people doing themselves. I have VPs, executive suits as in top executives in Nigeria. Couple of them, they paid me like 3.5, 3.6. They took these classes and they transitioned from Nigeria to UK or to Canada. Yes, I'm not kidding. This thing I'm doing, top executive who understands the value of those certifications that I teach. So it's not just people here, Nigerians, Saudi Arabia, a lot of people around the world, they will reach out for it. If you go to Scale Agile Framework website, go and see how many countries are there. I was about registering my company in that website before that thing came up. I have to go and pick up this job, but that's fine.
Again, now, guys, sorry, his number, because you are hearing all these things, and we now get stuck because people can't reach him. +1 8606 348 336. Take this number down. Are you on WhatsApp, Wilfred, or you prefer phone calls?
Yeah, that number is on WhatsApp.
WhatsApp, guys, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I'm going to give you the number again. +1 8606 348 336. Get a pen and a paper or the notepad on your phone. I'm going to mention it one more time, but I'm going to do that in 1 minute. So if you're driving, you can pull over the side of the road. If you're in the bathroom, you can rush out of the bathroom with soap and water all over your body. Just go and grab a paper and a pen. Go and grab your phone so I can give you the number. While I'm telling you the number, you can also take down the website. It's www.zeedworldwide.com. Zeedworldwide.com. Zeed is spelled Z-E-E-D. Worldwide, WORLDWIDE.com. Zeedworldwide.com. Check under events to register. When you get to the website, that is www.zeedworldwide.com. Zeed is spelled Z-E-E-D or Z-E-E-D, worldwide.com. Under events, you will see how to register. I did say I was going to give the phone number again. The number is +1 8606 348 336. I'll take that number again. +1 8606 348 336. Muslim G says, go and sleep. You see, your destiny is in coma right now. You are seeing people talking on how to better themselves, and you have decided to come here and talk like the riff-raff that you are. Born throw away. They say don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. If it were your case, throw the baby away, keep the bathwater. The bathwater where they take bath you, what pass you? Don't ever let me see you on this platform again. This is not where we gather as non-entities to catch cruise. I've warned you. Next time, Stone go meet your family members for house, telling us to go and sleep. You are there. Tomorrow you will come to the life. The government is the government. Do you know there are some people that are immune to the effects of the government?
Of course, there are a lot of them.
Do you realize that? Don't you want to be part of those people? Even if we are not there yet, let us aspire to be immune.
To be there. Mm-hmm.
But instead, you decide to come here and use your crayfish brain, your Blatodian brain, to come and be jumping up and down, opening your mouth anyhow, thinking your mates are here. If it's not security work that you are doing, why are you awake?
Okay, all right. So, just before you decide to reach out to me, let me say this, please. I like to relate with people who knows what they want. You need to know what you want. For example, if you come to me and tell me, I want to do IT, coach me, it's going to be difficult for me to coach you because you don't know what you want. And I do not like to market what I do to a person who do not know what they want, because it will look like I'm coercing you into what I am doing. No, I can't take advantage of your vulnerability. I want you to know what you want before you come to me. Establish what you want. And the way you do it is this. Go to Google. It's on your phone. Type there. What are the different IT fields? So when you make a choice, you can go on YouTube and watch 2-3 minutes video and connect if it does make sense to you. Some of these things, you may not even need to come to me. You have Udemy, you have YouTube, you have Coursera, you have LinkedIn Learnings. There are so many platforms that can help you to start. Very helpful. Now, to add to this, aside growing your career, if you don't grow your soft skills, which is what I have told you guys about business analysis, if you don't grow your soft skills, it's difficult for you to strive. If you lack social intelligence, you won't be able to connect with people. When you see a public place like this, instead of you to connect with the opportunities that you are seeing, you are doing what? You are catching cruise. Now, you use social intelligence to connect with people. You use emotional intelligence to keep them. I've connected with Daddy Freeze now since 2011. And I use emotional intelligence to do what? To keep him till date. He has increased his price from 1 million to 1.5, but he still takes 1 million from me. Now, Bex, I have a box, please. So, yes, it's because I have decided to build little. It will say, Fred, there was this blind guy that the Freeze went to help. So that the Freeze requested for a braille. I didn't know that thing is called braille, the machine that the blind people use. That was way back in 2012 or 2013. So myself and my wife bought that machine, sent it to Daddy Freeze. Daddy Freeze took it to that guy. I've not forgotten. And then I took over paying school fees for the son of that blind man in Nigeria. It was on Daddy Freeze page. I saw it. I don't think I've ever mentioned it publicly before. I'm
just hearing this for the first time now, reconnecting it. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yes. The man, his wife is from Ghana. The wife sows. I think he was attacked by armed robber and they spilled something in his eyes. He went to his church. His church could not help him. So you went with your team to see him where he lives in Lagos.
Yeah.
And you live about it. And I offered myself and my wife, we bought that braille. I think it was $400 or $500, and we shipped it to Daddy Freeze. Daddy Freeze took it to them. So you can see how long I have followed Daddy Freeze and supporting the work he's been doing. So if you don't have these soft skills, for example, communication. Some of us cannot communicate, but you want to work in the corporate space. Your English is worse than my own. You need to go and improve upon it. Some of us, we lack brainstorming skills. Where you are supposed to brainstorm about the problem, what are you doing? You are going to pray. No, there is a place for prayer. There is a place for thinking, where you use your brain to think. So you need these soft skills, and that's why I set up a virtual coaching platform. There is a monthly subscription because I have leadership coach, career coach. I teach soft skills. I'm king of soft skills. That's what I teach. And then you have healthcare coach. She's a medical doctor. She comes there. About 5 coaches are coming there, and we pay them. We pay them. So, again, if you keep chasing career, at the expense of these soft skills that should help you solidify. You have one small problem like this because you lack problem solving skills. You say it's village people. It's not village people. It's just that you don't have problem solving skills. You need to develop it. You need to develop them. So if you come to a place like this, instead of you to reason how people are analyzing things, listen to the opportunities that you can connect with. It might not be the best, but no, you are catching cruise. Please, I don't know if you saw one skit one young boy did. He says, I'm in water. He's inside water. Very, very swampy. My heart was broken because it's quite dehumanizing to see a young man inside such condition in the name of what? Creating content. And King Tunde Ednut, he posted it. We just use it to laugh, but that's not where he should be. I actually offered him. I said, if he is ready to learn IT, I will personally want to transition him. They call him Little Mamet. I couldn't behold that. I called him yesterday. I chatted him up. He reached out. We spoke. I established 1 or 2 stuff with him, but I can't tell him to stop. At least that one is still better than the one that somebody will go and be saying stuff about celebrity, and now they are arresting her. She's going to court. She probably will go to jail. Trinity went to run his mouth where he was not supposed to run. He's in prison. But this one, at least, he's going to swim inside dirty water in the name of skit, and they are not arresting him. He's still better. So there are a lot of opportunities out there. We don't want to get stuck with this same old narrative. But other than that, Daddy Freeze, as ever, it was a great session with you.
Lovely hanging out with you. I did say I was going to give out the number again. And if you're just joining now, please take down the number. It is very, very important. You don't have to call, but sometimes until you try something, you never know what's good. Once again, +1 8606 348 336. I'm going to give the number out again, but for the final time, so make sure you have your phone or your piece of paper and pen ready. Remember, the website is www.zeedworldwide.com. Check under events to register. www.zeed, Zeed is spelled with Z-E-E-D, worldwide.com. www.zeedworldwide.com. Under events, register. The number once again, and here it is for the final time, +1 8606 348 336. What are your parting words, Wilfred?
My parting words today is know what you want at all times. The world will not stay stagnant and wait for you while you keep complaining and keep whining. They will not. You have all it takes in your hands to scale, regardless wherever you are in the world. I have young people in Nigeria. They are making money in dollars. When I mean in dollars, in dollars. Don't be left out. And if you've been blessed to job and you are still in one place doing menial job, minimum wage, village people, please increase your overtime on their head. You just give them opportunity to work overtime on your head. And definitely it's not the village people. They are having fun. Please change your narrative. Use what you have up here. If I say now, you guys will say, these are the face people. When you go to too much, it takes your senses away. Increase your capacity by reading.
Ladies and gentlemen, village boy who became a cabin crew, pilot, and then agile coach, to someone who can share his experiences and wisdom with you. His name is Wilfred Asukwo. I did say I was going to give the number out a final time, and here it is. +1 8606 348 336. Call now. Goodbye, Wilfred. God
Thank
bless
you,
you, bro.
and you too.